How you doing? It's the radio guy, the Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Mike Prince Show, brought to you each and every day on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Of course, the social media handles are for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all the same. The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. And of course, the website is obnradio.com. Today we will be very brief to the point, so without any further delay, let us jump right into today's episode. Prairie View A&M University Panthers flew out to Seattle, Washington on last night, lost by the score of 102-64. The record now goes to 1-10 on the non-conference season as they get ready for one more game against Winthrop on the 29th. And after that, it'll be right into the regular season. Now, when we look at this on the surface, we look at 1-10. Oh my God, 1-10. What's going on? What's the issue at PV Nation? And I'm here to let you know that there's really no issue. There's really no issue. This is part of the package that we now have to deal with, that we've been dealing with for a while. And I truly think that it's time to revisit. It's time for us to really count up the full cost when we talk about the overall, the student athlete's experience. Yes, we do need funding. That goes without saying. And that's why we have people in fundraising. That's why we have athletic directors. That's why we have all these other hands on deck that get paid very well to go out and find the money. It's a tough job, and from outside looking in, it seems like the easy route is to go and get these guaranteed games, sacrifice the student athlete for the sake of hitting the bottom line. And at some point, we really need to revisit, because it all ties in together. You talk about marketing, you talk about fans coming out to support, you're talking about the full 9 yards. Well, we got to look at everything for as it is. But I think there's a better way of doing it. I think there's better scheduling to get it done. Going across country for $70,000, $75,000, $80,000. Okay, by the time you get done with the expenses, doing this, that, and the other, you might profit $45,000, $50,000. Who knows? I just think there can be some better regional matchups, games on a more level playing field to not only allow the student athlete a great experience and a confidence of knowing that they can go in and win. No one is going to say, no true competitor is going to say, man, we don't have a chance. They're going to go in there and give it the very best that they have. But let's be honest. When we're going up to take on some of these programs, we know what it's about. We know what it's about. And I think it's time that we stop sacrificing our student athletes because we have people in key positions that don't want to go out there and make the money necessary to fund the rest of the programs. This is bottom line, because it hurts us bottom line. People look at the box scores, they look at whatever's going on. Oh man, I'm not going out there, they're terrible, they suck. And then it's got to go through this entire process, this deprogramming, reprogramming, letting folks know, no, it's not like that. We really have a good team. We really have a good team. For those of you who are not close to the scene, Prairie View's basketball program is a heck of a lot better than 1-10. I'll tell you that right now. But for the average Joe, they look at the score or look at the record and they be like, there's no way. We've got to do a better job. It makes marketing better when you have a team. They might not go 11-1. They might not go 10-2, 6-6, even 5-7 is a marketable program when you're building up your non-conference. Because what is non-conference? Non-conference is to get us in tune, to get us in shape for the regular season, which I already noted does not really amount to much because your tournament champion goes on to represent the conference. And I got a couple of responses from that, about the way it's set up. Just the way it was set up, it can always be restructured, reset. But I hope this doesn't diminish the fact that Prairie View still has a good basketball program. But when you're asked to go out and make extreme amount of money for the sake of fulfilling the budgets, and some of you that'll be listening right now, well, how else we gonna get it? How else we gonna get it? Like I mentioned earlier, you got people in positions to go out and beat the pavement to make the money necessary to help offset some of the lopsided matches that we have. That does nothing for your team's morale. It does nothing for your fan base morale to come out knowing that there's a 8 out of 10 times chances that you're going to come up short. There's absolutely no way. Absolutely. And it's time to really reassess and redefine who and what we are as an athletic department and ways of gleaming the necessary money for the advancement of the programs. It's not fair to the student athlete. It's not fair to the coaches, because what happens, the coaches then will be determined on overall win-loss record. Well, coach, we're going to have to go another way. Well, you're only 12 and 40 in the last 2 years. Well, out of the 40 games, you had me go up against 30 Power 5 programs, or not even Power 5 programs, but programs that are on another level. And I'm not complaining. I'm all for competition. And I do believe that if you're going to compete, especially on our level, your strongest chances are in basketball and baseball. But it's how you position your program for success. It's all about, quote unquote, the imagery. It's all about how we're looking. No one is looking at the back door. Oh, man, that was $500,000, $600,000 raised in the non-conference basketball schedule. What they're looking at is the record. Your student base is not thrilled when they really don't understand the economics of why we're playing the games that we're playing. All they're looking at, man, we suck. So we really got to go back and revisit. I keep harping on this. I know Athletic Director Fred Washington is revamping and reassessing things for the most part. He inherited the football schedule. He inherited the basketball schedule and all the sports for the 2018/19 campaign. But let's see how we go back and readjust this thing where you can still go out and make your money. You can make your money in the regions of Texas, Louisiana, even Oklahoma for that matter. It's just interesting to see how all this is going to unfold. We got to put our guys and girls in the best opportunity of winning. And I'm not talking about playing a bunch of cream puff, no doubt that we're going to win programs. But out of the 13 games that you have, for the most part, 12, 13 games for the non-conference, you got to have at least a 20% portion of those scheduled games that make sense, that make absolute sense. I know it sounds like I'm fussing. I'm only fussing because I'm concerned. And speaking of being concerned, you might have a legal matter that has got you very concerned. Let me tell you about Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. He can help ease your burden, help you sleep better at night. But it starts with you setting up and making an appointment. Simply dial 979-826-8008 and let Lee Van Richardson, attorney at law, help you sleep well at night. Lady Panthers will be taking on Texas A&M tonight. Lady Panthers come in at 3-6. Aggies are at 9-2. I told you this was going to be extremely short. My time has come where I must exit stage left. Thank you all so much. Enjoy your weekend as we get ready for the celebration of the birth of the Messiah. And hopefully you'll understand the importance of celebrating the birth of the Messiah, however you choose to do so. I am the radio guy to Dr. Mike Prince. As always, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.